Are you looking for something new to do in 2021? Well, how about volunteering with the Red Cross? Kristen Stewart here with the Utah Red Cross is here to share how you can volunteer. Kristen, thanks for seeing us here.
Hey, not a problem. You know, it's a new year, new goals, new resolutions.
And a lot of things to do.
A lot of things to do, and disasters don't stop regardless of what's going on. So yes, we're always looking for volunteers.
How big of a need is there right now for volunteers?
Well, 90% of the workforce of the American Red Cross is volunteers. So quite frankly, they're the backbone of the entire Red Cross mission. And
so really, everything you do is based off of people volunteering?
Correct. Correct. We have, you know, anything from your disaster volunteers to blood services volunteers to even volunteers to help our veterans.
I think people at home may be surprised at how many different branches of the Red Cross there are, where you have these groups of volunteers doing so many different jobs.
Correct. We do. We have 5 different service lines where we do utilize volunteers to get the job done.
So give me an example of some of those jobs that volunteers might do if they volunteered with the Red Cross.
You can be a disaster action team member, which are the ones that go to the home fires, or now, and then you also have those that work with emergency services with veterans to get emergency communication services to get a hold of active military, the families be able to get a hold of them. We have blood services where there's blood transportation specialists who are transporting the blood to the hospitals as it comes into need.
And this year in particular, how big is the need this year? I mean, I know with COVID and everything else that we've been dealing with, it has to be a very unique year to be a volunteer.
It is. A lot of what we've done is we've had to get creative and find a way to do it virtually. Some of the bigger positions that we're in need of right now are those disaster action volunteers. Out of the 60,000 disasters that we respond to a year, over 90% of those are home fires. So people to go deliver a card to a family to be able to go have a hotel for the night.
Just helping them figure out what to do next if their house burns down.
Correct. And then obviously with the convalescent plasma, you know, we're always looking for blood donor ambassadors. They're the ones that greet the donors. They're the ones that taking the temperatures and making sure that we maintain those COVID protocols. And then again, those transportation specialists.
Yeah, you don't even necessarily think about the domino effect that this would have on the Red Cross, because you think, okay, people have COVID-19. We are all aware of how the dire situation our hospitals are in right now, but they need blood. A lot of those hospitals. They need people like the Red Cross to be able to facilitate the places they can go to donate, and here we need those volunteers to be able to volunteer at those clinics.
Correct. And even we have positions for those people who don't feel safe in going out, that they virtually can do things at home. A good example of that was we had some military families that were based out of Korea and Japan, and they were helping families with the western United States wildfires.
So many things that they're dealing with.
Yes.
If they want to volunteer, people watching at home say, I'd like to do that. How do they connect with you?
redcross.org/volunteer.
Of course, you can see it right there. We have a link on our website, abc4.com/GMU. You have some extra time right now in 2021. Why not be a volunteer? Kristen Stewart here with the Utah Red Cross talking about the need this morning. Thanks for being with us today.
Hey, no problem.